Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Starsector. I might have made a mistake and not hit the record button. So here we are at our colony, defending it against a Luddic Church armada, because the Church has decided that they like the look of our planet. The plan now is to actually begin rushing through the Colony Crises events, if I can. If I get fleet wiped, then we're going to have to deal with that setback, but I'm pretty confident in the strength of my fleet at this point. And also, I can't really build it any larger without losing the ability to even fly around the core worlds due to fuel costs. We have, like, almost 15 cruisers, I think. We got a lot of ships, a lot of big ships. And I am enjoying it. Okay, but that's that fleet dealt with. I don't really care about what they've got going on. We'll just turn it all into loot. Okay, so what happened before I failed to hit record is I hit the Escalate Crisis button. So Escalate Crisis costs a story point, grants bonus EXP, and pushes event progress for the crisis threat meter up. So we now have a certain amount of time until proper crisis triggers. Now we have a pirate raid heading our way to deal with, so we haven't done the pirate crisis yet, but Hegemony AI inspection is the first thing up. So we just need to hang out for like 3 or 4 months and chill, and then it will be time to fight our first actual crisis event. Now the Hegemony AI inspection comes in 3 waves. This first wave should be fairly chill, and then of course the second one is harder, the third one is hardest, and after the third one you can actually go negotiate with their leader, and that'll conclude it. The Hegemony crisis is probably the most complicated of them in terms of steps and amount of combat. Anyway, we have time to kill, so we are gonna sit here on fast forward and just kind of chill and fight whatever comes our way, I guess, but we will eventually get to the point where colony stuff triggers, and we have that pirate raid. That'll keep me busy for a little bit once they arrive. There is a change to the game coming with the new Starsector update. We don't have a release date yet, so don't get your hopes too high about when it will happen, but supposedly in the next update, the Escalate Crisis button will push crisis progress to 595 instead of 550, which should make this a little bit less grindy, a little bit less waiting around for crisis stuff to show up, which of course I am totally here for. Would love that. But for now, we are on this version of the game, because the new version is not yet released. And so we wait. The other thing about staying in here is even though I'm in my system, we may defeat fleets, it may reduce the total crisis meter progress a bit. The blowback mechanic will eventually push us back up, but staying in my system mainly to keep that battle station or that Star Fortress online, because if the Star Fortress is down and we get the wrong kind of crisis, I am not confident that our hilarious Pather fleet will be able to handle it without that station support. I generally always do the colony crisis stuff with a station backing me up, except for specific ones. So that's kind of why I like to sit and wait for the enemy to arrive. And I did sit down and refit everything. I don't quite have all of the correct guns, but this is as good as it can get for now. The main restriction I've run up against is we don't actually have a lot of Pather-themed carriers, except for the Prometheus Mark II, which is the one ship that I don't have a blueprint for. I'm undecided whether I should converted hangar some of my ships, or just live with the situation as is. Let me know if you have any thoughts on that in the comments. Oh nice, my custom production queue is done. So, I could spec out of industrial planning now, and I think I might actually do that, because it may be time to... Here, I'll show you. We reassign out, it'll take a story point. We're just going to drop industrial planning. I think we can drop salvaging at this point. We've kind of gotten all of our value from raids and stuff. It's fine. And we are actually going to swap over to hull restoration. And I'm going to spend my remaining 2 skill points making my ship do better. I think I want ballistic mastery just for the really good total 15% damage boost. And I will take systems expertise just as a generically good buff. Can't actually elite those skills yet without giving up my last story point, so I need to remember to do that later. But anyway, with hull restoration, our demods are slowly going to go away. Our ships are going to get more expensive to run. I know, it's terrible. But in order to fight some of the things that we've lost to in the past, we may need a pristine fleet. Because I don't think I can push this any further than I have, again, without farming up a bunch of story points. And on a lot of Pather ships, there is, let me see if I can find one that has it. There's a really bad hull mod called Ill-Advised Modifications, which is the thing that randomly shuts off your guns and stuff. And when it takes out one of your guns, it takes it out for the whole fight. So getting out from under ill-advised modifications on most of our ships would be really good. Even if I were to respec again later, go back into derelict ops, re-earn all my D-mods, at least I wouldn't have ill-advised modifications hampering my ships. Oh, hey, Pather Conglomerate Mercantile Convoy. We have friends. On that note, let's hit regenerate a few times here. See if we can get a better looking fleet. Not really. Yeah, that'll do. Mostly frigates. No, what happened to our pirate raid? It's no longer listed. And it's not in the tab either. No idea. And I've seen no pirates, so shrug. The other thing that ditching derelict ops has done is it has made our supply costs for just sitting around go up quite a bit. We'll see how I handle that here. I'm not sure. We might go back. I'm undecided as of yet. But I can see the D-mods being scraped away, so that's a good thing. Probably. NAT Investigators. I think this is the Nexerelin related crisis that happens if you have free ports. I normally turn it off because it's not, it's not base game, but we've gotten a fleet from it, so I guess we're fighting. Anything to break apart the tedium of just waiting for the hegemony to show up. Then again, can they even close in on our battle station with such a tiny fleet? I'm not sure. Let's just mark some of their more dangerous ships for engage and see how we do. Alright, we are in range of this little Lorca. Just a lot of allied landmines around. Ouch, yeah, like that. Which is kind of a problem. Alright, he's overloaded. Just gonna throw out one hammer wave. Oh, landed all of them. Perfect. Oh, hello, Allied Eradicator. Why'd you come up behind me like that, buddy? Alright, Weaver is next. Hazard mining ship. Has a built-in large gun of some kind. I normally don't ever see it do anything too exciting. And that's basically it. There's a Sunder and a Doom left, and that is not going to work out for these poor independents. Oh yeah, they died before I could even get in a shot. Good job, team. Alright, loot scoop, and back to waiting. The meter grows, but I also see on sensors, yeah, Hegemony Investigator fleets, nice. They arrive, they crack our little fleet bubbles that are defending, and now we fight them off. Remembering that this is not actually the crisis event, although these fleets are kind of indicative of the sort of thing you'll run up against. Normally they would have more capital ships, but this will be fine. Good little warm-up, and again, it breaks the monotony of just sitting here, waiting. I'll take it. It all counts as a blowback, so it will feed back into overall crisis progress, eventually. Alrighty. Okay, I'm here, Enforcer. Let's talk about it. Hammers. Nice. Get overloaded. Alright, back out and trade places with our other friendly Eradicator for a minute while we vent Flux. Perfect. He's on that Enforcer, so we will... Oh, Harpoon's on the side. Ouch, my side armor. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay. I was going to ignore the Enforcer and kind of keep the Legion away from our friend, but that's not what's happening now. We're here for vengeance. Crack him. That hurt. Push forward on that Eagle. Oh, big flux build-up from those Sabos. Can and will drop shields and just take that on the nose, though. Okay. Closing back in. That is an allied Atropos. For a moment I panicked. I thought that missile was the enemy. But we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect hit. And ammo feeder and chew him up. Yeah. He was doing good until he looked away from me to, like, stare at the station or something. And it was his loss. Alright, next up, Legion. Oh man, systems expertise is really nice. Being able to have ammo feeder going quite often, I'm really liking that. Just in this first combat I've noticed it and felt it. I think first combat since I respect? Question marks? Alright, good stuff. Nah, we're not going to recover any Hegemony ships. Hegemony playthrough will have to wait for another time. Alright, tap the planet, hit repair, drop off the metal and the other goods for later. And nope, we don't have a bonus story point yet to elite my skills. I'll clean up the remainder of their ships. There we go. And then right into next fleet up. This one, they don't even have a capital ship, but they do have more ships in total. We'll see. Should be pretty chill. I'll keep one of the Promethei back and deploy some frigates. The other nice thing about being on hull restoration is our ships are most of the time going to be recoverable, even if destroyed, so we shouldn't experience as many permanent losses of vessels, at least for now. Come on, close in on that Enforcer. Ooh, nope, they have friends. Like I said, they have more ships, smaller ships. Alright. Careful of... Oh no, I got overloaded. Didn't drop my shield quite fast enough, that's okay. That other Enforcer up there did really good with his light needlers. Ooh, Dominator, you are pointed the wrong way. That's going to give us a way in on you. Ammo feeder. 1, 2, 3, 4 hammers. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hammers. Landed almost all of them. Good. He is down. Alright, tuck right in on the next Enforcer. Oh, good little reckless Enforcer friend is not the right idea. Okay, let's actually point at the Dominator. Just nothing else is pressuring him. Okay, hammers. Nice. Hammers again. Since they don't have much else other than, I think, a Mora in their lineup. Yeah, crush him. Ammo feeder again. Got him. Oh, they do have an Eagle. Yeah, Eagle, Mora, and some Enforcers. Not a lot left. Closing in. There we go. Ammo feeder and shoot him down. Oh, that Cobra fighter actually landed a Reaper for once, and he's still alive. Look at him going back to reload. Normally, I don't see Cobras actually succeed at landing their Reapers. That was the first time I've noticed in a while. Oh yeah, good shot, Vanguard. Good shot with the Reaper. And another Cobra. A second one. Okay. I think those Cobras are attached to the station itself. And of course, the Mora is the only thing left alive because it is a tanky boy. Tanky brick. And died. Okay, that's the end. Can we claim victory? Are we done here? Salvage operation, recover my ships. Actually took some losses in that one, I guess. Alright, loot scoop. Second engage just to finish them off. I can actually put my Marines away in storage because we don't really need them right now. Ooh, and there are more. Oh no. On sensors, their fleet bubbles are still just as large as before, but that's actually not 2 more investigator fleets. That's just 2 remains of fleets with Phaetons attached, not doing much. The moment I thought they had sent more, I was kind of excited. I was ready to do stuff, but no. I do have a story point, so let's go ahead and gain Elite Ballistic Mastery. That's good. 15% more total damage for me. Only 5% more from Elite skilling it, but damage is damage. Oh, I spy another naturally spawned investigator fleet. They should be along shortly to fight me, or to attempt to fight our planet and me. Nope, there's one. Ooh, 2 onslaughts. Let's go. Want to fight these as they come in. That way they can't bring multiple fleet bubbles into the fight, because that might be really rough given the Aether peak performance time problem. Our station can fight a sustained engagement. We cannot. Just kind of why I haven't been bothering with any kind of defensive orders. I've just been letting the ships use their reckless AI and go in, because if we try and hold a line or anything, we are just gonna fall apart due to the downsides of safety overrides. This time I've tried deploying a bunch of small ships and just a couple eradicators to see how that goes. You can always throw in bigger ships as we go. Pretty much looking for my opportunity, looking for when that onslaught decides to close in on the station. Normally they do eventually give in to temptation and like burn drive forward. And with all of our smaller ships out, playing the role of chaff and intercept, I'm okay biding my time. Oh no, you threw that Reaper into my Enforcer. What are you doing, Vanguard? I think actually, yeah, there's a... Oh, dodge the side. I was gonna say there's an engage opportunity, and then he burn drived forward into me at just the right time. Take me in weapon range. Use the Cerberus as a shield. Ow. Yeah, that's rough. That is an officer level 6 onslaught. We need teammates, and our frigates are dying. Oh, and our station's been tied up by these tiny ships. Alright. Let me get these guys dealt with. There we go. 1 hammer for the Enforcer, 2 hammer, 3. Okay, he's gone. Onslaught, how you doing? Just gonna try and flank around behind his shield if I can. Ooh, I can. He's let me do it. He does have 2 heavy needlers in his rear slots, but we're just gonna drop our shield. Ammo feeder, get in close, throw all of our hammers on a loop, and just take him down, yeah, quick as we can. Perfect. Ooh, and Dominator pointed the wrong way. How you doing? Probably not well after what's just happened. Oh man. Love the full speed strafe that I can do in this thing, where we just like go to the side like so while firing. Feels good. Feels real good. Oh, he's tanky, but he's gone. Alright, and we are perfectly positioned to just come up behind the next onslaught. This has worked out really well. Ammo feeder, throw remaining hammers. Oh, I was drifting a little too hard there. Missed one, but that's okay. He's flamed out. We can just sit and shoot. Good stuff. Get 'em, boys. Nice. And that should be enemy fleet defeated. Perfect. Salvage up and then leave. Recover our ships, not their ships. Okay, and tag the station real quick to hit repair. Drop off the guns. Throw away the metal. And immediately re-engage whatever's there. Okay, that should finish that first investigator fleet. There's the second one. Okay, tag in. We do have the station with us still, so we're gonna be fine. Okay. Deploy me. This time we're not going to do all frigates. That resulted in many losses. Let's just do 2 Lashers, 2 Vanguards, and then some of the Eradicators, I think. There you go, another Colossus. See how more mixed comp works. Get a feel for this. They have brought a good number of ships and properly kind of accidentally formed a battle line this time. That's probably real bad for us. But we will try and whittle them down with superior numbers and attrition and see how we do. Just gonna try and slip in and cover this fellow Eradicator so he doesn't die off break. Okay, hopefully that's enough. So I don't want to take too much damage personally just yet. Just like last fight, we're gonna look for our opportunity. Just slide in and do tons of damage, like right here. Or we can be the tank. The station can do the damage, maybe? No. Station stopped firing the moment I closed. Kind of awkward. Alright, hide behind the corpse of our fellow here. Ooh, that's an opportunity. That's an isolated Condor. Don't mind if I do. Just gonna hook left toward him. Oop, allies got him, so we can work on the Eagle, since he now has no one to support him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hammer. Nice. Oh. Ooh, Onslaught going in. Hello, Onslaught. How you doing? I'm watching you. Actually gonna avoid him and go for this Dominator. And deploy more ships. Deploy whatever we have. We'll throw some hammers. There we go. He's cracked. Onslaught facing the wrong way. Perfect. Hammer, 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 hammer. Nice. Flamed out. Blows in. Ammo feeder. Ouch. He actually has... Well, that's all flak. I was like, what is he shooting that shoots so many projectiles at me? But nope, it's all rear-facing flak cannons, which is generally a fine choice, but it's not going to get through our armor. There we go. He's down. Okay, I should have put my shield up for the explosion, but it's okay. That is enemy fleet marked defeated. But we are going to stick in and try and wrap them up. That way we don't have to eventually fight them in the next engage. Blow it out. Protect fellow Eradicator. Alright, stick to him. Grendel, my beloved. You're unfortunately on the wrong team today, friend. Oh yeah, you do good damage, just like me. We both have ammo feeder, so... Come on. Bring him down. Nice. Other Grendel is dead. Good. Yeah, it's just Condors. It's fine. Claim victory. Pursue them for the auto-resolve. And then recover our ships. Feels real bad to let Grendels and Onslaughts go, but such is the nature of the Bather Challenge. Unfortunately, winning those fights set us back 20 points of progress, but blowback has increased. quite a bit. Now, would you look at that? I have another story point. So, we can now have elite systems expertise for 10% damage reduction to our personal ship. Very nice. You know what? I think I'll go ahead and turn hazard pay back on. We might as well go all in on this and aim for as large of a planet as we can make, right? Ah, another fleet of Hegemony Investigators that are not from... We have 3 points left. Okay, I am super tempted to wait just to get the event to trigger, but I don't want the station to go down. That would be really bad. So I feel like I have to fight them, even if it sets me back again. It's okay. Blowback will make it pay off eventually. However, I have been recording for quite some time, and I am running out of time for this one. We may have to address the actual Hegemony Colony Crisis event in the next episode, and consider this something of a warm-up. Alright, let's go. We are in range and enraged. Ammo feeder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hammers. And again. Nice. Landed full volley. It just be point blank with your enemy, then it's much harder to miss. That's what I've learned. Alright, Dominator downed. Throw a few more frigates under the bus. Let's go in on that Eagle. Two, three, 4, 5. Nice, landed the ball. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Go, my brawler. And by go, I mean get out of my way. Nice, he's down. Drop shield and vent. Is there anything behind this onslaught? No. It's actually just speedily drift behind him. And do the usual thing. Ammo feeder. Oh, he vented. That's kind of a mistake. I mean, not having support was his primary mistake that's going to get him killed, but this will do. Stay on him. I will trade Hull for this kill, because he's the last ship. Bring him down. Shield up. Okay, that time I actually managed to block the death explosion. Improvement. Recover our 2 frigates that died. And yes, that did indeed set us back a little bit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am unfortunately out of time for this one. In the next episode, we should, I say should, be able to get on to the actual event. This has been the warm-up, but it's been pretty good chill time, just kind of hanging out, farming incoming Hegemony fleets that think they can come in and tell us who's boss. And even though it may not feel like a lot of progress, we are slowly removing the D-mods from all of our ships. We are becoming a pristine Pather war fleet, no matter how silly that may sound. And we do have a couple officers who are still gaining EXP and not max level. So there's that too. We are improving in a variety of ways. Alright, that said, if you've enjoyed, please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.